make bet. It is custom for luduses to come to Yuri to place bet before great match, and I feel like an abandoned bride at the front of pulpit on wedding day. Where did the dreadful circus go?
Well, you'd have to excuse us.
I feel like a schoolboy locked in the closet.
We arrived
gym
yesterday,
time,
right?
Yes.
I think we arrived yesterday. didn't we?
No, Nibbles no Yuri, no.
It is a poor metaphor, but I feel bad. Yuri think what to feel bad, and this come to mind.
Yes, poor being bad, yes. No, like being poor.
Yeah, so Yuri wants to know if Dreadful Circus want to make bet, or if any of the great gladiators around this table want to make bet. It is a good time to make money. I had to visit other gladiator ludus just this morning. They did not want to make bet, and Yuri go there and they make bet. Not often Yuri has to go to ludus. Drink their whatever they have is they think is alcohol, and he better than sweet honey shit that barbarians serve, but
Well, you'd have to excuse us. We haven't been back for very long.
Who's the barbarians with the honey?
Magnus
Ajax or Magnus?
Oh no, Ajax drinks at my bar. He is don't worry, I look after Ajax. He take out loan.
Oh, Ajax is really good. You should see him. He gets really mad. Although his eyes, are his eyes better?
Yes, he take out loan to get eye fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yuri's just smiling at that.
The interest alone.
So, you make bet, odds are 1 to 6 that your gladiator ludus win.
Unfortunately not. I do not plan on making any bets on this fight.
This is biggest fight of year. You don't want word to begin to spread that the dreadful circus not have confidence in their own ludus to win.
Yeah, we'll win.
There we go. That is fighting spirit. Yeah, look at Sam there. He not give up even though you lose hand. You lose feet and lose all back as well.
I am the Lannister, and I do control the funds. Unfortunately, I also have to give back a lot of what we make to our.
You make bet. You take loan. You make big bet, big splash payback loan, and then you very rich Lannister. I can forward you. And he takes out his book, puts on his little spectacles, and he's like opening his book like it's like a hand of cards. I can loan you 50 talent.
Imagine how many flying carpets you could buy.
2.
1.5.
We're watching 1.
You win, you get, you pay back bet, and you keep winning. It will set up your ludus for many years to come.
We will. He looks around. It's like, why not? We'll go around with 10 talents. We'll go with 10 talents.
10 talents, baby bet. You don't want people to think you're a bunch of babies.
I appreciate the fact that you're looking out for us, Claw.
We're not babies.
I think 10.
There we go. 10, Sam is not a baby.
10 talents for us.
10 talents is type of bet I extend to each and every one of your gladiators around this table.
No.
This is what I want to bet.
10 talents.
Thank you. Yes.
Credit.
Sure.
Ugh. Yeah, hardly worth me climbing the fucking slope to get up here.
God, like the scope turned me Scottish.
Yeah, he turned Scottish.
How much did the Conclave bet? 20 talents or 25?
25.
I already took. I put
You
it
know,
in the-
Conclave bet 25 talents that they are going to take match. They make serious bet. And Dread Circus make 10. This may affect odds.
Quite possibly.
It may affect the mood of people in arena.
Oh, don't worry. We'll lighten up the mood as soon as the fighting stops.
Is it going to affect Ajax's mood?
No, Ajax have his own problem. He has got his own little personal rain cloud.
He's probably mad that he was beat by Damian.
Before I write number in, are you sure you don't want to make it more interesting? 10 talent is not very good.
Looks around.
Yuri have expenses.
Looks around. You're all welcome to make any bets you want.
I spent my money.
No,
That's what I thought.
credit.
No, I think because we'll be traveling, I do not wish to take credit.
But Yuri knows that you pay your debts. You pay Roger's debt. He trusts Dreadful Circus.
He looks around if they're not willing to make any bets.
They're looking at you
think
for
that's-
permission. A lot of the gladiators.
Yeah, Arlen said like you're free to make bets if you wish to.
Ugg wants to make a bet.
Okay. How
Ugg
much
think-
does he want to make?
Ugg thinks he's gonna win.
I've been looking at the spells being cast.
You want to put Ugg down for 4 talents. This comes out of his money. He actually puts the money on the table.
I'm putting
Mark down that it's not like it's actual. Well, we'll mark down the ones that are credit. Edward sees Ugg doing that, and Edward's a bit impressionable by his friends. He will put down 1 talent bet and 5 credit.
So Edward is putting 5k.
Oh,
1.
Edward, you son of a bitch!
Okay.
Let me see.
Say 5 credit or 4 credit.
5.
5.
So 6 talents.
Yep. Callie. Let's see if Callie has any money. Mark.
I don't know that she does.
She made some money off Sam. She's got 453 gold. She's like
400.
Should I bet on you?
Yeah, Sam will match the bet. Sam and Callie will put a talent down because I've got
1K.
550.
Sam / Callie.
All right.
All right.
She's laughing and giggling like lovers.
I've got 4 gold pieces left. I'm good to go.
Is Grizak placing any
don't-
bets?
Don't
Grizak?
feel bad. That 6
I don't
silver
think
that
Grizak
Grizak
has
made is all the
any
money
money.
she's got.
I don't think Grizak has any money. It's because he's just
Gross.
Is Grizak
He's
even
the
paying
Grizak.
attention to this, or what's Grizak doing?
I'm
gonna bet poop.
No, Grizak's playing with his food. Hey, actually,
How many talents is like 3 pounds of poop?
It is Yuri get old.
It is mine. It is mine.
Is this Grizak giving Yuri poop? He
you can,
looks over at.
sorry, Grizak, it's not an acceptable form of.
Ah, whatever. Fine. I'll keep it to myself.
Puts in his shirt.
It is very disgusting. Yeah, but don't worry. I have a new friend. His cousin like to eat poop. Maybe we set you up on date.
Yeah.
Yuri taps at his glass like he wants another, or whatever it was.
You have to look and fill that thing all the way to the top.
Yeah,
exactly.
Grizak has no money. Has no money. Doesn't.
What about you, champion of fallen stones? Nibbles defeat great Minotaur. I'm so much looking forward to you. Is that the axe over there? It must be. It is greater than anything I have ever seen.
That is small axe. My axe outside.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing Big Axe cleave through a few gladiators. There are few, I could tell you which ones I would like to have you cleave.
Hey. Okay.
this Sir Albert Ventros Veronius is a real pain in my asshole.
What do you look like?
He's the one shouting out about his god and laws, and he is not good Imperium. He is old school. His helmet needs to be carved in so that his head is split open. You do this for Yuri, pay you 5 talents.
Okay.
Okay then. He smiles and drinks his cup. It is risky being in arena, you know. Accidents happen, especially with weapons that are bigger than man.
Accidents happen.
Bigger than a fucking horse.
Accidents happen. Yuri's gonna have to remember that one. That one, good joke. I like that. I like this one. You need to keep this one around. He's quiet and he's good. He probably takes orders really well. And he's got an axe that everyone excited to see. He's actually got a good sense of humor. I like this one.
And apparently when he dies, you bring him back.
He's looking around like, no shit. You're a walking miracle these days. I hear the priests are having no time to yank people's souls back into their meat suits.
Oh, interesting. We'll have to make sure. You hear that, gentlemen? You have to make sure we don't die then.
Yeah. Don't die, because dying is bad.
All right, if there is you want me to pen in how about you? I don't want to bet. Fine. Dragon, whatever. Is it 50? Did I hear 50?
He's looking at Arlen?
Yeah, he hasn't written in a number apparently.
No, I'm abstaining. Thank you.
So 10, you say? 10,000.
10 for the ludus. Yes.
On credit.
Sure. Yeah.
I know you good for. It is nice to see. This was very pleasant visit. Yuri, most time when he has to go walking around there screaming and blood and broken bones. This very nice visit.
You're welcome to come visit us anytime.
Oh, no fight gladiators. We have other ways of dealing with your kind.
We'll, when we do get to travel again, I'll make sure to drop by, whether it's a good visit for us or a bad visit. In either case, we'll see you again.
Oh, we see you soon, yeah. Yeah, after the fight, you have 3 days to pay.
Excellent.
Maybe
I don't
a week.
expect to pay.
You know, let's make it
I don't
week.
expect to pay, though.
10 day. Yuri's feeling very, it's for axe joke.
Yes.
Excellent.
It is
Well,
like
thank you for
6-year-old
stopping by.
remembering his birthday, opening a present from Papa. Axe joke, very nice.
I like Yuri.
I do, I know.
I like him. It's one of those guys where, like, later when we have to murder everyone, and be like, "Oh, Yuri, just don't pick up the knife, Yuri."
Don't do it, Yuri.
Just stay down, Yuri. Just stay down.
Smear the blood on your chest.
I look, it is very exciting for all of us. You do good job for the people. Bring up morale. You know, life is pretty shit, and you are a ray of sunshine in this shit pile.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're gonna put on a good show. We're gonna, get the things, and then, have an adventure. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. Ba-boom. Boom, boom.
Adventure, boom, boom. Yes, I like your spirit. Keep spirit up. It is good. It is good, yeah? It is good. Remember these jokes when all your friends are dying around you. Okay. Urin has much business to do. There are many people try to pay pet. And, this is busy time of year for Yuri. And Yuri not getting younger. Okay, let's get this over with. Thank you for your swill. Thank you.
Thank you for your visit.
Yes. Come by. You know where my office is next time.
Of course.
Make me climb. You fucking.
Arlen's gonna give that guard 15 gold.
Okay, the guard's like, sir?
Don't make any other bets or gamble. Make sure
Okay,
you
so
pay
he's
your
wide.
bets.
Oh,
Just pay your bet.
appreciate that, sir.
Not a worry.
My wife will appreciate this as well, he says.
Oh, do you have any children?
One on the way, sir.
Gives him 20 gold.
Going on red.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. Take care of the young one.
My sister's got a kid on the way too. No, he seems really surprised, and Arlen makes sure that those around him are taken care of. Phineas, let's get to Phineas. Where's the fucking Phineas? Unwin went to the door to help receive a message, and he has Master, what is Phineas doing?
He's bookkeeping probably still at this point. I think
Okay.
we got a few weeks left of this.
Master, we've received a summons.
From whom?
The Duke?
Ah, bring it here.
It basically, the note says, Grand Mage, is it? Well, I expect you to report to my court. Duke. The Duke's sigil.
Does it say when?
It kind of is, like, at your earliest convenience.
All right.
Sort of nowish. Like, it's kind of like he expects you there.
All right.
So it's nothing urgent, but...
Phineas finishes up what he's doing, so he's at a place where, okay, I can pick it up from here and not lose anything.
Yep. You finish a few figures, and then your mind starts tumbling over, like, what could he want? Does he want, like, an update on where to put the spire, or does he want something else? I hope I found everything. Is he worried about that kind of stuff, the professional stuff, or is he worried personally about?
He doesn't worry till he knows what the problem is.
Okay. Unwin's worrying, however. What did he say, Master?
He just wants to see us.
Is that good?
Well, me. Well, I am the Grand Mage. I expect he occasionally needs advice from the Grand Mage on matters arcane.
Ah, should I put on my nice robe?
Yes, you most certainly should.
He looks excited and then kind of frightened and nervous. It's kind of a swirl of emotion for Unwin. You realize the whole campaign's just about Unwin's story? Like, this is Unwin's campaign.
This is Unwin who becomes a king.
This is Unwin's backstory.
It didn't start out with the minor aristocrat who became a slave through ill circumstance, but only temporarily, who became king.
It's not that, but in some
through clerical error became
but
king.
in some future campaign, several decades in the future, Unwin would be a cool.
Unwin as the dude on the quest to determine where to understand summoning and the nature of summoning. Like that sounds like a fun character play as an adult. And I'll even use the friggin' actor's token when he grows up.
Right.
when he grows up to have no chin.
So Phineas, I'm assuming, is bringing Unwin to the Duke's palace.
Yes.
Okay. The commissioner's not there. Yeah, there's two commissioners. Weird.
All jaded. I had this. My master was so awesome, but it turned out he was a druggie and went off the rails. And died in opium-fueled rage.
All right, we need to find Duncan, because Duncan is there. Oh, right.
So, for work, we have these training courses, and unfortunately, they're animated in the exact same art as South Park. So in my mind, every time they're doing something, they're like, "Here comes Jenny to do something." I'm like, "Cause she's fucking high." I'm like giggling.
At least you're paying attention. You know more about those training monsters because they did that than you would have done. I think it's a win.
Oh, that was great. I was like, "Hey, it's fucking South Park."
Okay, there are some people in the wing, so to speak, in the antechamber before the Duke's throne. When you arrive, you expected like the Duke to be surrounded by the Count, and have you met Duncan yet?
No, Phineas has not met Duncan.
Okay, and there was one other guy that you do know who is the war chaplain. His token is where? There we go. Ecthelion. Ecthelion gives Phineas a nod. You know that Ecthelion checks in on his troops directly, which report to the Count, and it's like the Count's own bodyguards or men that he's got command over that guard the tower. Ecthelion nods to Phineas.
Phineas nods back.
The Chamberlain Brannock just looks down at Undwin.
My apprentice.
He just nods to that and seems to take no further care of like, why is this kid here? You notice that the Count is talking quietly with Duncan near the doors that lead to the Duke's seat, his throne room, if you will. Ah, is this the Grand Wizard of Vaddapol? Says Duncan. He's got a boomy voice, and he walks right up to you, and he kind of looks you up and down as he does. Do you have the staff of Vaddapol with you?
No, he stopped bringing that around because apparently that makes people nervous.
Okay. He said it like it was a question.
Yes. Do I know this man?
Knowledge local or knowledge arcana?
Knowledge arcana. I think it's. I gotta double check it. Conclave. So many characters.
Don't go play. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome.
Knowledge arcana. Yeah, plus 29.
Yeah, you know who he is. Let's see what secrets you know of him, the higher you roll.
Okay.
His fashion sense is somewhat questionable, but as a wizard, that's kind of to be expected. But coming from Phineas, which is one of the coolest looking physical designs.
His not his pedigree, but his teachings comes from a line of war wizards and evokers.
Okay.
He is, while may have been a suitable candidate to become the High Mage of Vaddapol, or the Grand Mage of Vaddapol, he's much more of the Duke's field wizard.
Okay.
With a 32, you know that he has got a legendary reputation. Like, you know he's at least 11th level.
Okay.
He's fought at the Duke's side and is probably one of the Duke's loyal cohorts, if you will.
All right.
He looks you over, like he seems genuinely surprised. I would have expected someone older.
As would I. I was surprised to be named.
Ah, I hear that you outsmarted the other politicians.
No, I didn't.
The Duke wants to speak to you, but perhaps you and I should speak as to what has transpired recently.
Whenever you wish.
Okay, he brings you off to the side. Czargon just gives you a nod.
Undwin, make yourself unseen. Not invisible, unseen.
Oh, yes, like you instructed. And he just goes over to the corner and...
Yes.
The war wizard brings you out onto one of the parapets, actually, in the tower. You're kind of overlooking the bay docks. Ironically, you're watching a ship leave the port when many ships are kind of coming in, and that particular old little tuggish a caravel has Sindar on it. You don't know that she's on there, but there's a bit of irony, or like it's the same ship that you saw if this was a movie, Ashoka.
You're not the boss of me.
Yeah.
See that ship? I can fireball it from here.
I should have just took the 20 talents.
I'm afraid I don't know much about your record. I assume you've recently graduated?
Yes, just this last year. I have, however, made, in this short time, great strides, in my humble opinion, and that of Master Tacitus.
Yes. Tacitus was well revered, but I'm afraid he was left in his position due to politics.
He was left in his position due to a lack of oversight.
No, politics. His vote was very important in the parliament. I suspect that his vote was being manipulated by others. I'm sure you and I can talk at length when it comes time for a vote.
What is he talking about? Because Mark.
The Imperial Wizards are organized by a parliament.
Okay, so this was in the Ministry of
yes, and there's a prime minister of the Imperial Order of Wizards, and there are many
ministries. New goal: Prime Minister of Magic.
There are many ministries that look after different concerns, and it's a quasi legislative, quasi executive branch of the government. Like they have purview over certain concerns in the Empire, like the custodianship. Custodians report to the Prime Minister of the Imperial Wizards. It's a way to also control the wizards if you give them a say.
Yeah.
Not all wizards belong to the the Parliament, but now Phineas is probably, well, he's already been told by Isram the Black that Isram expects you to vote his way. And Duncan is telling you that your position is important in the Parliament.
Sure.
And there's a whole bunch of politics that you're like, oh, that must be that weird stack of letters that I didn't quite understand.
People don't make sense.
Right. That is not important at the moment. What is more important is what the Duke has found and discovered in the north. While chasing agents of shadow, creatures, more like, we stumbled upon an old tomb of Duke Haramil. Haramil was a man that became obsessed by shadow as the final duke in a series of calamitous and poor reigning dukes over the former duchy of, what is it? I want to say Tebron. He perhaps fell under sway by shadowy things and artifacts. When the Duke, who often likes to participate in hunts and such, as well as battles, gods know that I have had to save him from a few, fell into the tomb, was seized by some creatures, dragged inside, and placed inside of an artifact called the Cradle of Shadow.
He downs in his mutagen.
We
or brain power.
Yeah, pew! your pupils dilate a little bit. He watches you do this. He's taking note that not only are you a wizard, apparently, but also an alchemist.
This cradle. What does he know about it?
Give me a knowledge arcana.
That just went up to 40.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wait,
Just tell me all the things.
41.
It's an artifact,
Okay.
not of weave magic, but of shadow weave magic. And it's an artifact that you believe Dracia Umbravilda used to transform the traitorous elves that went to her banner.
Myth has it that this particular artifact is what the... What's her name?
Dracia Umbravilda, the elfin, the dragon in Elf Shadow, or the Shadow in Elf no, the dragon in Elf Shadow.
That the cradle is what the dragon and elf shadow used to transform the elven folk into shadow creatures.
He's looking at you like, really? Oh, he's good. I see. The Duke was inside of it for a short period of time. And in that short period of time, and during the melee against the shadowy creatures that were there, still some linger in the tomb, as well as some horrible spirit that I believe is the remnant of Duke Haramil. No doubt he had tasks undone, and was corrupted by this artifact. In the chaos, the Duke found himself in the cradle, or so he told us, as that's not where we found him. A brave soldier died fishing him out of it. I did not see the cradle, but then again, shadow magic is often hidden from plain sight. In the melee and the confusion, he was cursed in several ways. We managed to break one of the curses that was keeping a horrible wound open. He is still healing from such wound, as the second curse makes it very difficult for magic of the proper weave to touch him. It took many teleports to get him to this city, many teleports to get him to Terra's Lean, many remove curse spells to finally bust through and break the thing that kept the wound from healing. I also suspect that our Duke has strangely come to terms with his curse. I am very worried that the same corruption that may have touched Duke Haramil all those centuries ago has now touched our Duke.
If what you say is true, this is something we must hurry with.
The Duke seems very concerned with going back to the crypt. He has issued orders that anyone caught stealing or trying to break into the crypt without a writ with his sigil upon it shall be condemned to death. Specifically outside the crypt.
Has he said for what purpose he wants this cradle?
I know what purpose I want it for. To study the artifact to see how we can undo the magic on the Duke. Also, to keep whatever this thing is out of the hands of neophytes and charlatans and fools.
Then you and I are in full agreement.
Excellent. Excellent, he says. He like surprised that, well, that was easy. I thought it was going to have to be a fucking Could have been anyone. Could have been anyone, and we got a Phineas. That's one less
Do this
thing.
thing because it's the right thing to do. Okay. You mean you don't want to use your leverage at all? Nope. Okay then.
No, instead you're making a friend with Duncan. 11th or higher level caster is not a bad thing to make a friend with.
You should know that there are others concerned with the rise of shadow magic as of late.
Uh-oh.
Oh? The Duke, chief amongst them. I, his second.
May I examine the Duke?
I don't think he's in an examining mood. He's spent a number of days under examination by many doctors at Terra's Lean as we were trying to break it. The wound is finally healing of its own accord. He has doctors checking upon him. In fact, he probably has orders for you.
Very well. I shall examine him as the best I can as I receive my orders.
Be careful. The war is taking a toll on the Duke, and this curse... I sense it has awakened a mean streak in him.
I have last week Isram the Black, and now this. All right.
Isram the Black.
Oh yes, I was forced to
Is there the
feeble-mind
Elder,
his
or whatever his
son.
name was?
Then, as he tried to murder me, and when he came to collect him, we had a short drink.
Ah, so you have begun to be versed in wizard politics.
Yes, quite irritating.
We should discuss a bit more about ways that you can protect yourself. Reassurances that should be in place.
Perhaps this conversation could be had at the Sage's Tower. Over drinks, perhaps.
He nods.
Anytime.
Every wizard has his own style of reassurances. Some prefer clones, others prefer resurrection contracts with the church. Ways to make sure that careless and, well, rather in simpleton assassination won't work. You're too important to the Imperium to die.
Well, that's very reassuring.
I hear that you were schooled at the academy. He's
Yes,
like walking you back into the room, kind of like having a conversation that's sort of benign.
Yes, I majored in both wizardry and alchemy.
Ah. He nods. You know, I never graduated.
Phineas raises an eyebrow, like, what?
I was conscripted before I went. Well, I received my markings in the field.
But
I often dream of having time to do research, as opposed to gallivanting around, teleporting, casting fireballs.
Well, I feel quite fortunate in my role. I just finished a survey for the obelisk, hoping that will be built soon. I'm rather proud of that work. I'm a builder myself. I craft things.
Well, we each contribute in our own way. He knocks his staff against the door. Come in. Cracks the door open. Duncan comes in and bows to the Duke.
Phineas follows suit.
You notice that Duncan doesn't come in very far. Leave us. Duncan nods and goes out.
Phineas will move to there, I guess, a little bit closer.
He's sitting in his chair. You do notice that kind of underneath his breastplate, it's not totally done up, and there might be some bandages. The room has all the shades pulled Like all the windows closed, a couple of torches kind of in alcoves burning. It's very shadowy in a flickering torchlight. The Duke looks sinister as he's sitting in his seat alone in the dark.
Your lordship.
He draws a long sword, obviously magical by the sparks coming off of it as he takes it out of the metal scabbard. He's now getting down from his seat with a bit of a grunt.
My lord.
On your knees.
He gets on his knees.
Clink. You will swear before my sword that you will serve me dutifully and loyally, as Grand Wizard of Grand Mage of Vaddapol.
I swear.
And upon your death, you shall not break this bond or hope to die. Do you understand?
I understand.
Then swear by the five-faced god and the old gods.
I swear by the five-faced god and the old gods.
Okay. He taps at the gem for you to kiss.
No, he kisses the gem.
Okay. He pulls the sword kind of quickly and with a great amount of like skill. It's like, had you flinched forward though, the blade would have like sliced the end of your nose. And he just goes and turns his back and walks back to his chair, sheathing his sword as he sits down.
Do I notice anything shadowy about it?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Ah, crap.
See?
11.
I am the Duke. I am the Duke changing. Horror adventures. This is the Duke. This is the Duke on drugs.
What was the perception?
There was only 11.
No, it looks like he's grumpy. It looks like he might... nothing obvious.
Alright.
Like he's definitely got a wound. Sometimes when Phineas is recovering from... What was the name of your drug that you used?
Oh, Fayleaf.
Flayleaf. You like dark rooms as well.
Yep. Used to. He doesn't do that anymore.
Yep. I don't know much about you, wizard. The old man was useful when I was young, and grew less so when he was old. But still, he voted the way we needed to in Parliament. And we were all afraid of trying to take that staff away from him. You know what that staff can do, right?
I do.
You're either brave or stupid. I hear that you tricked the other wizards out of... or made friends with the old man. I care not. The other wizards tell me that you're pretty smart, that you're some sort of alchemist as well as a wizard.
That's correct, my lord.
Excellent. Duncan has told me about alchemists. Are you the type that can share your potions or not?
I can, my lord.
Excellent.
I can also imbue them in the form of tattoos. Temporary they are, until they're there until discharged.
He nods. Do you craft?
Yes, my lord. Armor, weapons, bows, clothing, jewelry, wands, potions.
He raises an eyebrow. Is there anything you don't do?
I am currently staffs. I don't do staffs yet.
Okay, he blinks. What do you know about shadow magic? Give me a sense motive.
Oh, I have this skill now.
Clean the windows.
Yes. Alright. Fuck.
Okay. It
17.
just seemed to be another line item in his list of questioning.
All right.
With the 17, you get the sense that he prepared this list of questions beforehand.
All right. So he's gonna give him what he knows about shadow magic, which is 50. Well, back in the year, blah 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 blah.
Okay, the Duke sits and listens to your lecture. Trying to teach myself how to use map tools, it is fucking no joke. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to. Maybe not during game, but like if you have any questions, feel free to like ping me and I can help out a little bit. There are a lot of features I don't use just because it's time consuming. It's a huge time sink. So he listens to your lecture. Do you cast shadow magic?
No, I do not.
Would you be willing to learn shadow magic?
As a generalist, it would be ill-advised.
Do you know how to combat shadow magic?
With a 50, do I know how to combat shadow magic?
You know that it's just really sticky, hard to detect. By just being a really great wizard, you can do it.
With a 50? Oh, man.
Well, yeah, you knew a bunch of like history. Like there isn't a specific way. Light spells. You know that shadow wizards can't cast light spells. They're more difficult to detect. They're more difficult to dispel. They're more difficult to understand. You understand that you lose wisdom by using shadow magic items. Mm-hmm. It's like how do you fight magic with other magic is basically the answer.
Yeah, okay, he explains the best way to fight
Yep.
shadow magic.
So shadow magic makes a lesser wizard on par with a medium one.
It depends on what spells they wish to cast. Also makes them more susceptible to other types of magic. Enchantment, for example.
I want you to find a wizard in this city.
For what purpose, my lord? We have a few.
And bring this wizard before me. I shall have this wizard learn shadow magic.
I shall begin to look for volunteers.
Find a wizard that the city can do without.
Oh,
How's your alignment feeling, buddy?
And we will learn the secrets of our enemy together.
of course. As you wish, my lord. Phineas already knows the wizard. He's just got to make a deal.
Isram the Black's father.
Oh, the wizardling.
I believe that we have tallied here long enough. I expect you to be in the editor's pulpit tomorrow. Actually, today.
Yes, my lord. May my apprentice join us? He's
apprentice, familiar. Yes.
Thank you, my lord.
Leave the staff at home.
Of course.
Feeble mind. That will come in handy. Do you have that prepared today?
I find it a useful weapon that does not kill, which
Good.
makes me fewer enemies.
Our enemy may try to strike, given that all of the important people will be in the editor's pulpit. I expect you to be on your guard.
Very well.
And to triage as necessary.
Yes, my lord.
Should things go wrong.
Understood.
He's kind of saying, don't worry about low-level nobles if I'm...
If I'm in trouble,
If
you
I'm in
teleport
trouble.
my ass out of there.
Exactly.
Yep.
If the Shadow War starts over the thingy, that's gonna be bad. In our little...
We're already buffed.
We'll be buffed and ready to fight, that's for goddamn sure.
Magnus, Magnus.
You can wait with the others. We'll arrive together.
Yes,
I don't want to miss the show.
He bows and backs out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The Duke Dragol watches you go. Guards close the door behind him, leaving the Duke alone.
He just kind of gives Duncan a look like, what the hell is wrong with him?
Yeah, you get this nervous feeling from a lot of his like inner circle. Like a lot of them look like they're on pins and needles, sort of thing. The Count looks whipped. Like
Yes. Brow
Yeah,
beaten to the point of submission. I got you.
The fight! The fight! The fight!
Magnus, Magnus.
It was a firefight, it's also almost 1 a.m.
Can we do the intros?
We can do the intros, but I don't think we can go through one initiative pip before we can go to
Phineas,
Windcry.
Phineas is already in the Unwin, isn't there? Okay.
The only thing I want to know is how many rounds the circus has for buffing.
That's the only thing you want to know.
So
Okay.
You're
Only thing I want to know.
The Conclave and their followers arrive in the veins. They are traveling through the blood veins. It's already arranged which groups pass through which gates. The beasts are already on the field. You can hear the Megaphint prowling around.
Yeah, they have to
guy
be.
is in the stands, like the upper stands with Mr. Prancy Pants.
Oh, where is Godiva? Is she on this map?
I don't think
No,
she's
she
on this
should
map.
be. Godiva should be sitting on Mr. Prancy Pants, like at the top, right, with the sun behind her.
Oh no, yeah, she's like on Mr. Prancy Pants' head, cross-legged, holding onto the horn.
All right. Well, we need Damian's family too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Let me grab all those tokens.
Why does this feel like a?
Why is this starting to feel like the Red Wedding?
That's where Marty goes, fuck this campaign.
Who you guys? We're playing with my voice synthesizer, you know.
420th
Should've
level
been,
dragon.
Oh, I already got Countess Gavina and Lady Bellavina, and it looks like Godiva is sitting in their seats. It was sitting with them.
So awesome.
Lord Plomo, Anastasia, Measley. I missed Phineas's mom, but they're all up in the. Oh, not Phineas. Damian's mom. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Oh, she was talking to the snake dude. They got tickets for the back of the editor's pulpit.
Maybe Damian's thinking maybe now my dad won't complain about something.
Well, his response is going to be, there was this bald, obnoxious wizard with tattoos that was blocking my view.
Pompadoro, Pompey Luca was serenading the crowd with a song beforehand. No, I won't force you to listen to the singing of the song.
Lord Bane.
Apparently, the people are laughing as the goblin in the shit pile has become a thing.
Okay.
The goblin kind of pops out and there's shit everywhere and he's waving at everyone and people are laughing and so he's got a
Mascots
job now.
were born. It's Shido, the goblin.
we need to name the goblin. Poopy. His name is Poopy.
You demean yourself when you act this way. You demean us all.
That's Godiva, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The Duke has while it is a really sunny day, he does have like umbrella like an overhang above him.
Okay.
And he's sitting. He arrives and sits at his seat. Damian or Phineas also has really good seats because he's the Grand Wizard. Like you're right up front, and you can hear some like nobles whispering, like, "How come he gets to sit up there?" It's the Grand Wizard. You end up sitting beside. You end up sitting beside. Duncan probably sits in close to the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
You end up sitting beside the magistrate. Oh, Phineas, moving up in the world, I see. Congratulations! You received my bottle of spirits, did you not? You've received minor gifts from.
Yeah. From certain people. I did.
Yeah.
Most generous. Thank you very much.
In fact, we'll say that Phineas has received this many talents worth of gifts from people who are trying to curry the favor of the Grand Mage. You have 3 talents you can add to your character sheet.
Cool. Always appreciate.
I'm using talents like gold pieces.
Commander Tamins is not here. He is probably dealing with the war to the north. The Archbishop comes in and sits down on the other side of the Duke, and the Count is on the outside of him. And then, Damian's father complains about how far back they're sitting. We're gonna miss. We're not gonna be able to see anything from back here.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I
told you there was some bald guy's head covered in tattoos.
How come the kid gets to sit? Shh, that's the Grand Mage. Right. Okay. Yeah, there's a group of minor nobles and other people that are involved. They keep Lady Savette Havel from like berating the crowd. There's so many people here, so many travelers and merchants and rich and poor alike that are jammed into the seats. There's probably 25,000 people plus. All standing room has been taken. The veins are busy. There are lots of people in the veins. Does the Conclave want to arrive early or late?
It's up to Magnus.
Just not arriving late.
Yeah, he'll arrive on time. A little early.
A little early? All right.
Yeah.
So Magnus arrives in the veins with the big ass tree. The guard's like, "What the hell?"
Czargon show up.
What's that?
Did Czargon show the fuck up?
Nope.
Fuck you, Czargon!
I am very concerned with your behavior, Magnus.
Oh, fuck off right now. Not the time.
There's a small mob of people that want to come over and like greet the gladiators and say hello and wish them luck and push flowers into their hair and get their I guess autograph or like something that they do is the handprint on something that seems to also be popular.
It's on that. Oh, it's scary.
Give me your handprint! Give me your handprint! And
after the fight,
a bunch of people. The Conclave's colors are like red, so they've got red paint, and they want like Magnus or the other gladiators like handprint all over them. Give me a perception check, Magnus.
Magnus doesn't want to. Magnus is he's just focused on getting in and getting through.
Perception check.
There's a mob of people that you're slowly making your way through.
It's like they don't get pickpocketed.
Hey, Bannock, stop making some room.
Yeah, he's carving his way through.
Perception check. Sorry, I'm got a lot of sheets open. Okay. Is it a trap?
Nope.
Okay. It's a trap. 28.
Ooh. Okay. One guy jostled you really hard in the crowd. And you saw his hand kind of leaving your pocket.
I grab him.
Okay. Sorry, sir.
Grab him and see what he's grabbed off me.
You feel around. He was putting his hand into, I guess, the pocket where... Let me see here. Looking at your character sheet. Where you've got all your potions.
Has he grabbed any of my potions?
You're in the middle of a big-ass crowd. Are you taking your potions out to look at them?
I'm going to drag this guy with me.
Okay.
Going into the veins with us.
Give me a grapple check.
Bring him with us.
He's going to try to worm out of your grasp.
Sure.
Unless this guy's a god king, it's going to be I need a 20 versus I need a 1.
Let me just roll a d20. 8 plus...
CMB.
Yeah, my CMB before all that is 25.
Okay, what is your
25.
CMD? You grab him and you're dragging him along. What is your CMD?
My CMD?
Yep.
Is 34.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Okay, so he tries to struggle, like at the last moment when it's clear that you're dragging him into the veins, you drag him all the way into the veins.
Yep.
You're now clear from certain crowds, however, there are other crowds that are there. Oh man, it's such a sight! Look at this! Conclave!
Give me a minute, I'll be right with you. And he's gonna check his potions and check this guy.
Okay, so you stand off to the side as the veins are pretty busy. And you check your potions. Give me a int check. As you're like 1, 2, 3, like counting out your potions. How many potions are you carrying?
A lot. 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
How many potions do I have?
Yep.
Check his hand. Check if he's got anything.
First, answer the question.
How many do I have on me? I've got.
This is not an easy... Ahmed, who does not theoretically roll a 2 on his int check, and should have an int of higher than 8 or 9 or whatever Magnus is having a hard time with this.
There's a lot of potions. No, I've got about 30 potions here.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out...
You count through your potions, and you're like you're pretty sure that they're all there.
There should come a point where
that's
where
I'm
you
looking
just have
at
to
this...
say, I'm sorry, your character is full. You can't have any more potions.
That's what
He's got a sack. He's got a massive sack. You saw the guy tried to put his hand in, and then you saw him, and you kind of slapped it away. You check him for potions. He doesn't have anything. You do notice the guy has a dagger. He hasn't drawn it. It was kind of concealed on his back. He has a really nice cloak. He's about 30. Human, some scars.
Hey, trouble, Magnus.
He said,
Why are we bringing some?
This guy was doing something with my potions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't. Please don't make me
What were
fight
you
in the arena.
doing? What were you doing?
Like it's hard life out there. He says.
It's a lot harder with broken legs.
I agree. I don't want to end up like that, like that crippled elf.
Fuck you.
Sense motive,
Yeah.
24.
like a pickpocket.
Yeah, I got a 20.
9.
He tried to steal from Magnus and got caught.
If he didn't get anything,
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, thank you, Magnus. Thank you.
Oh, you gotta take a tooth. Come on.
Good luck on the fight. And he puts his hand over his mouth as he runs off. The guards saw this and they stopped him for a moment. They're kind of asking you, like, "Are you sure?" He's trying to worm between them as they're holding onto him.
Demon Lord Nemi's got the right idea.
Break a hand. Yeah, keep him around. Keep him around here until the fight is done.
Hey, we're missing
Stick
a
with him after.
gladiator.
Don't make me! And he actually like breaks for it. He's squirmed out of the guard's grasp, leaving his cloak behind, and he's fucking running into the crowd. It was actually a pretty good move that he made.
all right, let's just keep that cloak just in case we want to smell it and hunt him down later.
Yeah.
Okay. Go
Hey,
pick up the cloak.
Zed.
Yeah,
You're good with these things, yeah?
Vigo goes, and if you tell him to go pick up the cloak, he packs it up and makes himself feel
Don't
useful.
clean it.
Yeah, Zed's got some tricks. I Sid too.
It's exciting. It's fucking exciting. Do any of you need a little pick-me-up, for the fighting?
I think we got everything covered. Man, you should come earlier.
I got up just before. I almost missed it. I almost slept in, in the best of days.
You're drinking too much mead.
It's not mead that I drink. You should stop by again. I haven't seen you in some time.
Yeah, for sure. I'll come by afterwards.
Had I known that your little pet wizard was going to become Grand Wizard of Vaddapol, we could have come to a different sort of arrangement. Perhaps you could organize a meeting.
Yeah, well, you met him before. I'll tell him, yeah, no problem. I'll tell him, see what he's gonna do.
Yeah, tell him that old Drag misses him. Was expecting more out of him. Just wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, that guy.
What does Magnus think about people liking Phineas? Like, wanting to use you to get to Phineas? Like, because
He's like, yeah, okay, you want to speak to Phineas? Yeah, no problem, I know him. Yeah.
okay, he's not a glory hog.
Do any of you need any pick-me-ups, some potions, some good stuff? You don't want to feel any pain out there? Well, Dreg's your man. You want to experience fucking epiphany? Be close to your old god or the new? I got the ways.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you, though. Thank you, Drake.
No, thank you, Magnus. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you, yeah.
Do we want an epiphany?
Shut the fuck up. Keep him out.
Okay.
Magnus.
Yeah, what is it?
Can we talk now? I got a question for you, Magnus.
What do you want, Brian?
Brad wants to know if I could eat everyone out there. Is everyone okay? No.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. If somebody's dead, go ahead and eat. Have fun.
Oh, Magnus, good master. Magnus.
Fuck, I'm gonna kill Damian.
That's so.
Is Damian out there? Is Damian fighting with us? Where's Damian? Where's Damian?
Damian's gonna be out there. but he's not with us. He's gonna be fighting against us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got a voice synthesizer modulator, and it is not friendly. So I'm gonna have to play with the settings. Apologies, a little crackle. Burgers.
What is it? Seriously, I'm getting my fucking nerves.
Where's Damian?
Yeah, he's gonna be fighting with another ludus.
Damian.
Yeah, he's gonna be. What the fuck? Don't you understand?
What do you mean? Question? Damian's fighting against us again?
Yeah, surprise, surprise. But at least he let me know this time.
What do we do? I mean, this is 2 times.
Yeah. But just keep out of just. He's looking around. Let's go talk over here. I didn't get a chance to talk to. Hey,
Where the fuck are you going?
fuck back over here.
He's compromising his position in front of the camera, so he's putting it on the gray mode.
I don't understand this.
It's
You
it's
still
plumber
there?
crack prevention.
We'll have to wait. Yeah.
Damian.
Bam. Fuck it. Bam. Fuck up.
Big shy Velcro sneakers.
How about you eat some fist power? So Mang's gonna call Damian from now on. Hey, Damian! Damian! Good times.
I'm confused. Oh, that's a less than sexy sound.
Wowza! The Max a little hot. Oh, Nemi, you want some thunder? You want some thunder?
Where's that gonna get you that?
I can blow up all the things.
And a couple of little blammo.
Check your IP address.
I adjusted the gain a little bit. I don't know if there's a difference.
You're sounding good so far.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. I'm a little bit quieter, so I gotta turn up my volume.
Yeah, Fox.
You are a little quiet. Yeah. It's the
Turn up the volume.
It's a delicate balancing act of audio engineering. And
Yeah,
you
exactly.
throw the thing in the middle that just goes, I'm going to re-encode your thingy.
Is it too quiet?
So
Sounds
I
fine to
have
me.
manual control of you, and I'd bump you up a little bit if it was just me.
Okay.
So
The thing is, this thing is underneath the desk. So we'll just get down here.
Whoa. Did not know I was going to see that.
Okay, how about now? Now? change?
seems.
Oh, Nemi created Gold Tooth in Skyrim. It was actually pretty awesome.
That was the hot shots.
And now?
That's pretty good.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Woo!
And the hot sauce. With, yeah, sealed you up for good, I bet.
Less crackle? Any crackle?
Say something emphatic.
Woo! Yeah!
Sing a couple of bars.
Oh yeah!
It's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting
Okay.
any crackle.
All right, the game was up too loud. Apologies for your ears. I find this incredibly quiet on my end, but
It's at a good level here.
okay. Good. So there are many of the fifth congregation that are handing out tokens of aspect. Before great actually, the leader of the fifth congregation in Vaddapol actually stops you before. I beseech you, great gladiators, before stepping out on the sands today, take the first step in conversion to the five-faced god, Do not condemn your immortal soul to sin, to hell, to beyond. Know that the five-faced God will invite you to his faith. Turn now from the heathen ways before you go and risk your lives. I beseech you, take a token of aspect and pray upon it when you are upon the sands, and the five-faced God will hear you.
Appreciate it. It's nice seeing you again. Gotta focus right now. This is not the conversation I want to have, but thank you.
Bannock Baden says something rude to him in Sylvan as he walks by.
Magnus laughs. Actually, no, Magnus doesn't understand Sylvan. He understands.
Well, you understand the tone, the block.
Shocking.
Sona's like, sorry, I'll worship whoever I want, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Krakus, does he worship a god?
I beseech thee, strange warrior, take a token of aspect. Pray to the great conqueror. It is the five-faced god's champion. Surely there is room for him in your heart.
Krakus takes off his helmet.
Okay, he doesn't flinch.
No thanks.
I shall pray for you all, but know that it is the prayer from your own lips that the five-faced god shall await. You there,
Be patient.
Druid of Kozuth.
Yes.
Surely you must know that there are proper druid ways. Turn, perhaps, to Sylvanus, who is the five-faced god's gardener, who brings order to the wilderness.
I am aware of the Sylvanites and their duties. I will take your words under consideration.
Excellent. Seek us out at the Towers of Faith. You may seek me out personally, and I will make a proper introduction with a druid or priest of Sylvanus that can take care of your very specialized needs. The world itself is abandoning the old gods. The old gods are abandoning the world. Do not be part of the lost flock. That goes for all of you. All of you are welcome. Please, take a token of aspect. And he offers one to Fleas.
Token. It's a token. These gladiators don't know about the whole, like, soul-sucking trap, right? I'm getting confused. So,
No, they don't.
So he no, it's okay. Don't need no token.
Old Vigo shows Salonius Heavensward his holy symbol of the five-faced god, and he, brother, hope that you can speak to them and turn them from their heathen ways. Take example from this one here. His life has been long, and he has survived.
Yeah, but you know,
Still do a lot of planning.
it's you know, it's sometimes not the best example.
Be like him.
No, this is
He's freaked up.
I think this is the hard sell kind of, you know. Keep working on it. You'll do a good job.
Chella isn't interested in converting the five-faced god, and the others don't feel like it as well. Phelan actually gives the guy a finger. You're like, fuck you, kind of thing. Chella just quietly moves past and is giving offering at the font.
Zed might have made the cardinal mistake of saying something polite to try to end the conversation, and now forever you shall receive.
Sid, where are you watching the games? You just in bat form, flying around?
Yeah.
Or are you down in the blood veins with them?
Sid's gonna be No, he'll be above. He'll be like somewhere flying above the.
Okay. There are guards
Arena.
in here that don't let non-gladiators past this gate. They say that the healers will be allowed to take the field after the fighting has begun. And they're asking you which one of these 4 people is your healer?
After the fighting has completed or begun?
No, begun.
It'll be
Oh,
Chala.
so it'd be like waiting to stabilize the fallen sort of thing. Yeah. Okay.
It'll be Chala.
Okay. The others.
Is she
are
cool?
gonna-
She's not like, oh me, like no, she's like.
Yeah, and then they'll probably let others run up and watch from the veins afterwards. But
Nova is also a cleric who has healing, so she can like channel positive energy and stuff, but she's not as good at it as Cello.
the group of you are let through, and you are now awaiting your waiting the announcement. Okay, give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A D6. No, a D5 because they are gonna go through.
All right. 2.
The Independents arrive.
Cool.
They have a priest.
Hey.
They have a priest in tow as well. You can hear them kind of mocking Cella a little bit for siding with the Conclave. The gates open, and the Independents come in.
Is it alright if I move Cello over to our group so she's not just hanging out there in the middle of the room by herself?
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoa, look at that. It's Magnus and his puny pipsqueaks.
Magnus says Crawl the barbarian.
Hey, it's the
Or
old
Ajax.
guy. The old guy is gonna fight.
Yeah, I'll go to Ajax. Hey, it's good. Yeah, it's good to see you. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
There were nervous guards like, oh shit, do we have to step in between these guys?
Yeah. No, Magnus is like, yeah, good for you. Yeah, I'm happy for you. I just gotta close my door. I'll be right back. Get a good fight out there.
You're lucky Damian's not on your team this year. I've got some payback.
Fucking everybody doesn't like that guy. Even me. And I like almost everybody.
Don't think we're gonna let you win this year. Or this season, he says.
Let's go out there and do our best.
I hear they got something special planned for year-end games.
Fuck, they're always coming up with crazy ways to fuck us up.
Yeah, well.
He puts a strong arm on his strong hand on his shoulder, like, we'll see you out there. Good luck. And he pulls him in a little bit, like, whatever you do, don't die.
You don't die, is what he says.
And Magnus walks back. Yep.
Okay, he looked puzzled for a moment, and there are gladiators getting ready, and
They got a walking tree. I'm gonna make firewood out of you.
says what Wazrog.
Hey, you're kind of big and fat and ugly. Are you some sort of troll or some sort of horrible ogre thingy or some sort of big fat guy?
Yeah. What do you make of it, puppy? Little puppy dog?
I don't know. Think I'll get fleas if I get too close to you.
We're gonna cook the puppy dog.
That guy speaks too much. He eats a lot too. Look at him. Guys,
like-
don't fall unconscious. He'll try to eat you.
I like his belt.
He's got a big belly.
Kaithan the Unchained is flipping his chains around. He just gives Magnus a nod.
Hey, old guy.
Hey, Kaithan,
he
how you
raises
doing?
an eyebrow. You ready to fight the Venom Manticore? Is what he says to Magnus.
Oh, I owe that thing so much.
Zed will go up to Chanticleer.
Yep. Zed, I was hoping that you and Czargon were not. And he's looking around. in this battle. It will pain me to introduce you to fire, and I know you could do the same. That's right, he had a more crackly voice. It's like, I'm sure that we could avoid fireballing each other until the end. Remember, brother, you can submit.
You can too. It is a purification through fire.
Yes.
Constant improvement.
Yes. I hear the trolls burn well.
Yes, they do. Smart ones protect themselves, but they're not smart.
Zed notices the man that was Damian's second in last year's fight is actually part of the Indeps. You recognize Phoenix Riverman?
Yep.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yep.
Did you lose your post? Or
No.
is this a hobby?
No, I requested.
Are you okay with one man having a vendetta against your lieutenant?
He wasn't here in time for us to form a team. And apparently he's fighting with others.
Zed is not going to point out the obvious disloyalty of members of the military of the men. He's just going to let that be, and they can think about it if they want.
Yeah, Phoenix Iron. He fights three fights a fight instead of going up to fight war.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll live the life of a gladiator and still be a soldier. He just ignores your comment.
That's fine. Let's go back in line.
All right, and then finally the Conclave arrives.
Wait,
Oh, sorry, the circus. The circus.
Circus.
circus. Sing.
They don't quite know who you are, but there are people that are interested
It's
in.
me! Yeah! Woo!
Ah, look at this place! What the fuck? That's a lot of poop making this building stand up.
The guards look at Arlen. They recognize you, and they let you in.
Greetings, thank you.
Oh man, look at the newcomers. I don't think we've been properly introduced.
Oh, is this where we're separating from Kaylee?
Okay,
Yeah.
Kaylee's falling.
Okay. That is...
She got caught up in the crowd for a minute.
Okay. Sounds like, oh, oh no.
I'm old Drag. I help make people's lives better.
I'm sure you do.
Could I offer you anything? Damian, good to meet you. I didn't expect to see you with those blokes. I thought you were going to be with the other assholes.
Oh, please don't misunderstand. We're also assholes.
He said that because he said the other assholes. Because that also means that we're ass.
Associate with a wide variety of assholes.
Such is life. Such is life.
He's always neck deep in shit, apparently.
This one time, I imagined that I was floating in fields of assholes. Oh man, that was a trip.
Fascinating. Thank you for the offer, but I think we've got ourselves covered.
Any potions? Any whiffs? Spliffs? Any way to ease your pain? Make you not afraid? Make you feel no pain? Make you see the gods?
No, I think we're good. I appreciate it, though.
I
will
hear
keep you in
you're a
mind.
Arlen,
cleric.
do you want that see the gods thing? Sounds good.
He's offering you drugs, Skelly.
I don't need those.
Hi, Drag. Callie, is it? Yes, I remember you. You're the cute one that sits at the front of the place that I'm not allowed to go into anymore. Yeah, because you're selling drugs. Amongst other things. delight, maybe, epiphanies, and revelations.
Hey,
And drugs.
And drugs.
Dreg, what have you got for potions?
I've got potions that make you fast, make you strong, make you hardy.
Do you have any against poison?
Oh, yeah.
Protections.
I got something that will make it all go away for a while.
I'll take one of those.
Lots of people have been buying these ones.
No, I can imagine. How much?
Oh, the supply is low, and it's day of fight and all that.
Damian's like, yeah, just spit it out. How much extra are you charging me?
Oh, it's only 600.
Oh, is that all?
He's charging double, basically.
Yeah, Damian's gonna pay though.
Okay, you buy a old Dreg brewed delay poison, caster level 3.
And if this doesn't work, you better hope I die.
He takes the potion back, he looks at it, he shakes it, he puts it back in, takes in another one that's looking very similar. Yeah, that one. He smiles and he's got all silver teeth.
That was 600.
Dreg's funny. But he sells drugs. That's what Callie says.
Yeah, you shouldn't sell
You
drugs.
don't say.
Anyone else? Any other takers? I got lots. Well, not so many, but enough for you. I was saving them, you see.
No, we appreciate it, but I think we're fine.
I think we're good.
Much appreciated.
All right.
Have a nice day, Dreg.
Squeal.
For the survivors, I think I'll have some stuff for make the party really nice. You can party with old Dreg afterwards.
Does he mean like a party or like drugs party?
He means drugs party for sure. Along with a regular party.
Unless you can get me into where all the gladiators are gonna party. Celebrate.
This is our first time fighting here.
We'll see.
We've
what
never
we'll
won
do.
in this town, so where do
don't,
they celebrate?
We don't actually know when that happens, so we'll let you know.
Old Dreg will show you around. You just come ask for me afterwards. He'll make all the boo-boos right.
Excellent.
I don't know if I want to touch my boo-boos.
Token of aspect.
Damn.
Token of aspect. Give yourself unto the five-faced god. Before you go upon the sands, before you shuffle your mortal coil.
Thank you. We all are quite loyal to the gods we follow. Appreciate it, though. Thanks.
Ahem. Excuse me, some of us aren't heathens here. I'll take one of those.
Yeah, that's
Are you
perspective.
already a follower of the five-faced god?
Yes, but you know what? I haven't been to church in a while, so let's just take one of these.
Okay, you grab from like some like kid evangelist kind of, not an evangelist, but like middle-aged, shaven head monk looking types, and they're handing out the tokens, and you grab a token. Are you grabbing a random one or a specific one?
Whatever he had in his hand, was just snatched it from his hand.
They had a lot of conqueror tokens. If you're already a follower of the five-faced god, that's really not why they're here. Well, then I look forward to seeing you at mass, brother.
He drops a. Do they have like a bag or something with all these tokens, or?
Yep.
He drops a gold coin in the bag for the children.
Okay, he's not going to argue with Damian, although it doesn't look like that's why they're here. A token of aspect. The five-faced god may take pity upon you, cripple.
Oh no, thank you. I'm good.
He's their leader. He's a powerful gladiator. The
What
legs just slow him down.
What about you two twisted beasts?
Thanks, Sam.
Turn to the conqueror that is in your heart, and he shall show the path to salvation. He's offering a token of aspect and nibbles and ugh. He doesn't seem to be bothered by the look of them.
No. A nom is bigger than 5-face god. Have all faces you want. 5 nom is taller and bigger. And punch all 5 faces.
I do not wish to argue with you, but if you wish to speak more of this, I would after the games. I shall tell you about how your god is sleeping, and how sleeping gods rarely wake up.
No. A nom's playing possum.
What are you guys all talking about? It's getting fucking in there. Yeah, it's gonna start with others. Booyah! What's with this guy?
He's got his eyes are all weird and shit.
Whoa!
Yeah, he offers tokens of aspect to Sam, to Callie, to Edward. I don't think anyone's converting.
No thanks.
Nope.
Edward actually paused for a moment, but he's a follower of Bacab, so no.
The humans should think about it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Let's get in there.
You walk in, you can see some familiar faces and a bunch of healers that are hanging out in the Victory in the Veins. Gregor waves you, says hello to you guys. You're told by the guards that you must designate your healer.
Well, I'm actually going out there to fight.
So that would make Callie the healer?
Oh, sure. What do I do? She says.
Well, I guess if anyone needs it, he'll pull out potions.
Give her some potions.
Okay, I can run real fast, she says. She smiles. She smiles at Sam.
You are skilled, aren't you?
Yeah, Arlen doesn't have any of that shit.
I guess if you're gonna be the healer out there, you need to be able to defend yourself. Sam's gonna give her the present, because nothing's more romantic than just before going out for murder bloodfest. Yeah.
Anybody got potions they want to
present?
give Callie?
I got a present for Callie.
The brass knuckles.
Oh, from me? She says.
Yeah.
She sticks them on right away.
+1 ornate brass knuckles.
Oh. You know, if you hurry, you can probably collect some silver teeth down the hall.
She is ear to ear, smiles, squeals like in a high pitched squeal, throws her arms around Sam's neck, and says, "I do," and bathes him in kisses.
Congratulations.
Damian starts laughing and laughing.
Arlen's like, "Congratulations, you two. You're gonna."
It's the best ring ever, she says. She misinterpreted the ring like brass
Sure,
knuckles.
why not?
Sam's like, "Uh-oh."
Edward's clapping as well, and
Do it live. Hey. Planned that, I guess.
It's incentive to keep the lie.
Gregor
Yes.
comes over with a bottle of bubbly and saw this and pours some quick cups around. A little drink beforehand won't hurt for the newlyweds, or the betrothed, I guess. Yeah.
I guess what it means. Hey. Sam's like, it's an elf thing, apparently.
Presenting a ring and asking, yeah,
Yep.
that's where the diamond thing came from. It's like, ooh,
Yep.
cool. All right,
Oh.
there's a brief happy moment in the veins, followed by, no doubt, which will be many sad ones later this day.
As everybody dies, and their souls get sucked away into the box, and then we go, what's in the box? There's a bunch of souls.
All right, they can barely pull them apart as Callie has to wait, and she goes showing off her ring to others. Cella's like, "Yes, I saw, dear. Very, very nice." You guys enter. The newcomers enter the veins. In every
Magnus!
Ajax.
Some of you haven't seen each other up close. Others from afar. Magnus, what are you doing when Damian comes in and throws his arms up wide in false arms of friendship?
Seriously, are you ever gonna be on our side?
It's not my fault. Again, I have orders.
Hey, I found Damian for you. Go give him a hug.
Damian thought that this might happen, and just in case, he's brought a fork.
Damian. Why you not break with us, Damian?
I have orders, Brog. It's not my fault.
Orders, man. Brog not follow orders well.
No, you don't do you?
Arlen will wheel over. Excuse me.
They have a big tree.
Wow, you are quite magnificently large.
Damian, that one looked tasty, Damian.
Yes, bite-sized morsel without his legs, isn't he?
No boots. Hey, you! I'm gonna eat you. Okay.
Come close to me.
At this point, Ugg and Baratar.
Hey, calm down.
Okay, you eat him first, he says.
Yeah, you gotta eat me first, dudes. Get out of here.
Everyone relax.
Easy, everyone, easy. I know he seems vicious, but I assure you he's the nicest cannibal you'll ever meet.
Magnus, correct? My name is Arlen. From the circus. Yeah. Ashoka told me about you. You conniving little guy, you. This is weird. I can't do this. Magnus is gonna turn down Arlen. Like, no, I'm sorry. No. Too late. I'm not. You're not gonna fool me. All right. Ajax.
So Ajax, who watched this interaction, because it was right in front of them.
Yeah. Well, so much for introducing myself. You must be Ajax, correct?
You're looking well, in the fact that you can see anything at all.
Well, I wish all of you good luck then.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna go over and talk to Ajax. My bad. I was queuing up the introductions.
That's okay.
He was trying to.
I was trying to,
make a
but
plan
Damian,
with Ajax
Damian
to.
completely. She just fucked me over.
And then Damian's like, "Hey, Ajax, good to seeing you. I'm surprised you can see me." Like...
Okay. I've got the Conclave introductions all queued up, and I need the Dread Circus introductions all queued up. Thanks for sending this, Mark, by the way. This was a big help.
He's writing speeches.
He's writing the intros for two gladiator luduses, is effectively.
That's cool.
Which ones?
The Broken Shield and the Grim Goblin.
Yeah.
Cool.
Put it this way. As the Dread Circus walks out onto the field, Damian's gonna whisper in your ear, "You're welcome."
Excellent.
You can hear some trumpeting of the megaphant. You can hear the commissioner begin to talk to the crowd, and people are starting to get really hyped up about this.
Hype train.
As the portcullis
stretches.
begins to open, there are soldiers that are keeping the circus back. There are soldiers that are keeping the independence back, and one of the soldiers actually comes up to Magnus and says, "Good luck, Magnus. We're all rooting for you." You're pretty sure he means like 3 guys in the veins, but it's like one last sort of like little pump as before you go.
Put my hand on his shoulder, like, "Thank you, appreciate it. Enjoy the fight."
Damian's like, really? No love for the uniform? All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this ludus requires no introduction. In this short time in Vaddapol, they've become the ludus to beat, with a win-loss record that would make any Lannister envious. No one can say they've beaten the best if they haven't overcome the Conclave of Crimson Sands! The crowd is going crazy. First, the mysterious man in blue of the Conclave. He returns once again to wow us with his mastery of the very weapon he took from a former slave master. This gladiator has made a clear and a career of reminding his fellow competitors that even in the arena they are subject to the crack of the whip. You know him! He's an arena favorite, Sona the Lash!
And the crowd's going crazy at this point. He begins to introduce the other gladiators.
Gnolls are known to be vicious savages on the best of days, but this Gnoll's thirst for blood was so compelling, the rest of his own tribe sold him into slavery just to keep him from killing again. Now he's here to unleash the same savagery for your entertainment. Can I hear it for Freeze the Furious?
He plays the monster. Monster!
Are there any in Vaddapol more demented than our next gladiator? He is feared by all who face him, not only for his acts, but also for the fate that one awaits who fall before him. This twisted frog sees everything else as flies, and he'll do whatever it takes for his next meal. Some applause, please, for the crazed cannibal Brog!
Damian. Damian, I need to go out there, Damian. Magnus. Magnus, is that me?
New to Vaddapol and the Civic Arena, this gladiator has been impressive in his first few outings. A man cursed to live the life as a monster, part man, part beetle. Now he takes his anger out of the poor souls who face him in the sands. Give a warm Vaddapol welcome to the Scarab! Witness nature's wrath as one of her mightiest guardians, part man, part tree, lays waste to those unlucky enough to be in his path. He may be new, but this tree's looking to lay down roots here in the Civic Arena, and he'll be using his competition as fertilizer. I'll give you Bannock, the Blood Tree! Speaking of nature's wrath, next is a gladiator as cunning as the beasts he transforms into. He has wowed us with his magic in his many forms, the last of which knocked out the Megaphant. Can I get a warm round of applause for Zed the Zoo?
Thumbs up.
A bow. There's a little bow.
There seems to be some confusion as this is when they would probably announce Czargon, and they go ahead and do it anyways.
The Civic Arena has never before seen anything like our next competitor. An honest-to-goodness dragon! We have marveled as this wondrous worm flew about our arena with feats of aerial acrobatics, cringed at the sheer power displayed as he flayed his enemies with tooth and claw, and were awestruck as he set them alight with flames of his terrible breath. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Czargon the Terrible!
Ashoka's over there going, like, trying to wait. No, stop.
There's an audible, like, raise in the crowd's enthusiasm for Czargon. They're
Damian's
going nuts
looking around
for this.
like, Magnus, where's Sargon?
We're only 7 today. Fucking dragon.
What happened to Sargon?
Shut up. Yeah, well,
Some of the cheers start turning to boos, and like, oh, what the fuck is the dragon? You hear the old lady fucking just pierces across the
My kingdom for a freaking illusion spell. My kingdom for an illusion spell.
And no Czargon appears. And the crowd's getting a little bit unruly at this point. There's some confusion. There's signaling down to a guard. A judge comes in and says, "Where's the dragon?"
no dragon here. He's not coming. He's not going to be part of the games.
The judge in robes goes back out in the sands and kind of like makes this motion, like no show. The crowd is turning on the ludus. You guys are going to start out indifferent instead of at friendly for the beginning of your fight because one of their favorites didn't show up.
God, if you can hear me, if you find Zagon,
I don't care if you have a concussion. Get your ass back out of the ice.
They quickly continue to introduce gladiators. I guess.
Was there something for Magnus?
Magnus
Yeah. They're going to quickly shift gears to Magnus.
Get the hype train going again.
And now, without further ado, the man himself, the gladiator has redefined courage, taking on all comers, regardless of stipulation or even if he has a match scheduled. His battles have set a new standard for training in athleticism and in the business. He is the muscle-bound brawler, the reckless rager, the monster masher, deadly dasher, never give up, never back down, last season's champion and the most dominant force in the arena today, everyone's favorite madcap warrior, the mighty Magnus!
flaming sword in hand, walks out.
People recover from the loss of Czargon for the fight, and you can actually, if you're waving your flaming sword around and whooping them up, you get to make a performance check
Make
to
a perform check. Come on, you
recover
charismatic
that.
bitch.
Make your check. Make your check.
Fuck.
Okay,
No, I did
they're
not.
still upset that
You're
Czargon
not a
hasn't-
dragon. Go away.
One of the guards comes up, or one of the judges comes up to Magnus and says, "Do you have a substitute?"
Us. Just us.
You could pull in one of your tempies, he says.
No.
They have to be registered. That's their what the judge is saying.
Nova or Old Vigo would be the only people on that potential list.
No. Just us. People are gonna get exploded if they get in there.
Okay. The judges on the field, like there's lots of people on the field. You could see beasts roaming around as well on the far side. You're invited to go and basically rest upon the stones.
Megaphint wearing his amulet.
Megafin's wearing his amulet.
Yay. Makes me happy.
If you're concentrating on the Megafint, we'll say that 20 feet and the Megafint is 20 feet. So the Megafint can easily reach the platforms that are on the first level.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Like
Stage hazards.
it can attack. It can attack. You doubt the Megafin is going to climb up into the ring itself. These are 3 levels, 20 feet to each level, with support beams. There are starting platforms with rope mesh webbing going all the way up the side, as well as sturdy ladders in the middle. There are many trapdoors along its surface, and you're being asked. Well, I guess the next ludus comes out. The next ludus is, I think, the monks. because they performed well at last year's circus. There's a similar sort of like crazy introduction for each of the monks. They introduce Sir Albert Ventros of Heronius, a paladin.
I wonder whose ass he's gonna kick as hard as humanly possible, potentially with a smile.
They introduce Ephraim Demos, the blind, and they kind of go on that Ephraim, even though he's blind, he can still see carnage, and he doesn't seem to like that comment. But
yeah, I think that depends on who gets to him first, Damian or Nibbles.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh,
the blind guy.
No, sir.
The paladin.
Albert Ventros.
The paladin who witnessed Damian murder like 8 of his people.
Right.
He's also the paladin Nibbles has been paid to put down.
So, representing the Grand Order, the fallen monastic traditions, leading their group is Ephraim Demos the blind, and they go on about how he's such a good monk that he can fight while blind. Representing the Order of Divine Light is Sir Albert Ventros of Heronius, that will smite and cast down his enemies. Representing the Brotherhood of Dissolution, it's Nitzer Cray, who will slit the throats of those still standing, and they'll be dead before they hit the ground. And then they introduce like a sensei of their religion or of their monastery and some lower level monks that are in their group.
While this is going on, Damian kind of turns to the rest of the circus.
Yep.
Look, I love competition as much as the next person, but I don't know if Arlen told you we don't actually need to win today. So, try not to die. Surrender is always an option. Stay away from the Megafeet.
Try not to die, indeed.
I thought we needed to win.
Nope, we do not.
No. I did not get much of a chance to speak.
Well, then why are we? then why didn't we try to save the people in Citadel by the Lake?
What you tried to say?
Sorry.
People?
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
We already registered.
The girl's family's gonna die.
What are you talking about?
The girl who cried.
Because people are crying. What?
No, the girl's family are gonna die because we didn't do the thing, and it's the end of the season to kill all the people, and then one person wins, and their whole family's gonna die, and we didn't do nothing.
You spout words yet say nothing. It's amazing.
I don't understand what the hell he's talking about.
I told you, the girl who cried.
Oh, right, the one. Right now is not the time for that shit, Sam.
That's a good start to a joke, though.
And then she cried.
We already put the bets down. Why did you let us put bet down if
we're gonna
we're not
lose?
supposed to win?
Oh no, you didn't bet.
I still plan on winning. We don't have to win.
I bet 500 gold pieces on this.
How has things changed from before? We don't have to put our lives on the line anymore. If you're gonna die, don't.
I mean, really, don't.
Surrender.
It's really not in your best interest.
Surrender. But don't risk more. Don't risk your life.
Are we ever going to be able to have a fight where our leadership is like, go team, we got this, it's going to be amazing, get out there, do your
he
best.
fucking looks at Damian like, fucking thank you.
Well,
I wasn't gonna tell them because they don't need to know. It fucking doesn't matter anymore.
Of course they need to know. They shouldn't be sacrificing their lives for an unimportant fight. I'm just out here for the fun of it.
I assume you're making reference to the general telling you got the wrong crypt.
Yes.
Yeah, there still might be cool shit in Duke Haramil's crypt, and there still might be, the artifact that transformed him.
the artifact of shadow might be important.
Yeah.
But
So of Damian's opinion that he's been convinced, okay, no, we don't even have to do that.
That's right. That's the lieutenant's plan.
So what are we doing again?
Well, look,
The plan has not changed. We go in, we win.
Yeah.
there's still a prize to be had. I'm not saying it's not worth winning. I'm just saying it's not worth dying for.
All right, we know that. If things get rough, you raise your 2 fingers and you're out of the fight.
All right, we're on the
Correct.
same page. We're on the same page.
Hey, by the way.
But you need to take out at least 4 gladiators. He's poking at you. You need to take out at least 4 gladiators before I see your 2 fingers.
He's gonna like Damian or
Yeah,
Arlen?
Damian. Damian's an awesome swordsman. Everyone
What?
knows that.
Excuse me, I almost killed this one here with a single blow. He's pointing at Nibbles. Nibbles starts rubbing his rib.
Yeah, but we're on the same side now. I'll hold them. Nibbles attacks them. You stab. See,
That looks-
we got the brawn, and we've got
Everyone
got
shut the fuck
we
up
got
for
the
a second.
brawlers,
Shut the fuck up, please. Let everyone leave through the.
and then we got the dancing swordsman, and we got